Guys, what's up? What's good? Welcome in. Tell a friend we're doing it again. All right. You're here with your girl, and we are at Rising Phoenix. Good morning, good day, Grand Rising. All right. However, it is that you say it. Today is January the 9th. It's the 9th of January already, babies. Today is January the 9th, okay? 2025. We have our sun in Capricorn right now. Our moon is in Gemini, so it's going to encourage deep intellectual thought. Beautiful day. I want to come in today and share a lecture with you guys. Or it's not a lecture, it's more like I would say a video essay, okay? This is just going to be a video essay. I've been pondering on some thoughts, and we do tarot and oracle cards and the such like that here, but even deeper, I like to just brunch. I like to brush across topics, okay? So let's get in here. I'm going to put, okay. A video essay. Explore the energy of language. Okay. Make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, you can. All right, so the energy of language, all right. The source code of the universe. Okay. So let's get into it, you guys, because this has been something that's really been on my mind. All right. So first of all, your energy speaks, okay? Energy speaks, my loves, like all the time. It's literally constant, like it's a constant thing, you know? Um, and this is not just words, like we're talking vibrations here, glances, thoughts, intentions, okay? Um, so imagine this, all right? You're locking eyes with someone from across the room. I hope that you guys can hear me. You guys, this is a video essay, so I will be just, talking. I have notes that I wrote. I'm like really excited to share this. If this is your thing, leave me a like. Let me know what's up. All right. Share with a friend. If you guys have questions, feel free to leave it down in the chat. Hey, what's up? We're just talking, getting deeper into the universe. What is this? What are we all a part of? Like, what is it when you look in somebody's eyes, or what is it when you're looking out of your eye? Like, have you ever thought about that? How you are looking out of your own eye, right? Hi to Indonesia. Hello, hello. Okay, so like when you lock eyes with someone from across the room, it feels like the space closes in between you. Hey, peace from America. Okay, it feels like the space literally closes in between you. And it's like in this split second, right? It's like in this split second, you're sharing a moment, a vibration, a frequency. And it's special because it doesn't happen with everyone. This is not a everyone type of thing, okay? Like when you feel it, you know it. It's like, oh shit, did we just become best friends? Like, or it's like, is that a mortal enemy? You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, we can be on different frequencies at different times, okay? So it doesn't happen with everyone, because even though you could be in the same room with multiple people, you can be in different frequencies with different people or at different times. Um, Peace. Hi. Hey, Troy. Mm, okay, let me see. What's my other note? And then I have, but I mean, like, what does it all even mean? And I'm hearing Kanye, you ever wonder what it all really means? You ever wonder if you'll find your dream? And then as I was looking up that song, because I heard the song and I had to remember what the name of the song was, and it's called I Wonder, okay? And that's the type of, I mean, we love rap because they deal in double entendres, right? It's always going, encouraging us to go deeper, right? Always encouraging us to go deeper when it comes to just thinking, right? Like, what possessed you to say that? You know what I mean? What possessed that thought to come into your mind? Um, I wonder, it plays in a lot of different words. It's the letter I and then wonder. It could be like the word I, like the I wonder. I wander, like wandering around, okay? I want her. I want her, okay? And this is the same way, just how you can break down one phrase into different entendres. It's the same way on how we can connect to different frequencies, different planes of consciousness, and even existence. Okay, guys, I feel like my lips is like lippy, right? And AI works like that as well. AI works like that as well. Okay. All right. So it's very interesting. So have you have you ever wondered what we are sharing when we share energy? Right? Have you ever thought about that? Like, what is it exactly that we're sharing when it comes to us sharing this energy? Um, I've been thinking about that lately, and it feels like understanding. Like, this key point can transform the way we interact in the world and with ourselves. Okay. So, before we really go deeper into this, I feel like it's important to get into key terms, okay? Just so that we can understand what we're talking about, right? There's certain key concepts you need to know. Think about it like a map, okay? A map is going to have the map, and then it's going to have those concepts that you can, it's going to have the key that has all the little codes on there that let you know a triangle means this, a circle means this, a dot means that, okay? So, let's ground ourselves in these key concepts. I like to call them star players, all right, if you will. Okay, so aura is a big one. You're going to hear about aura and spirituality all of the time, especially in what we're talking about today. So aura is going to be your field. It's your energy field, right? Think of it as this unseen light, okay? It's an unseen light that surrounds you. It's like that glow that you have from within, okay? uh, it's going to reflect your inner state. All right. It's like when someone says, like, I feel the energy. In essence, it's who you are. It's the real you. Okay. We're talking about the real you. I'm hearing that song, something about the real her, or getting to know the real her. Something like that. Hold on, babies. Let me just. Okay. Next thing we're going to have is frequency. All right. Frequency is going to be another word for vibe. All right. Vibration. Frequency is literally the language of energy. Okay. Frequency is going to be the language of energy. It's the vibration that you're operating at. So, for instance, higher frequencies are going to align with love, joy, enlightenment. All right. And, the lower frequencies are going to align with fear, anger, and sadness. I don't know if you guys can see. I have like a little thing down there. Okay. So that's how you know when they say vibing high or whatever the case. When you're vibing high, you're aligning with love, joy, enlightenment. And when you're vibing low, it's fear, anger, and sadness. So you always want to be cognizant of who you have around you, what energies that they're pulling from you or adding to you. Okay. Because it's all in the auric field, and we'll dig into that more too. All right, babes. Let me help us out a little bit. Okay, so uh, next we have energy. Obviously, that's a big one. I've used energy over and over and over already, and this we've just gotten started. All right. You're going to always hear me using energy over here at its core. Okay, wait. So energy, it's your essence. It's your being. I love to say that. I always say that. It's your essence. It is your being. All right. At its core, energy is the essence of everything. Energy is in everything. Okay. Scientifically, it's the capacity to do work. Spiritually, it's the life force. All right. Hold on. It's the life force, okay? The chi, the prana, the energy that literally flows through every living being. Now, chi is a Chinese term for your natural energy or the natural energy that flows through the body. Um, I'm seeing like a yoga, like a person sitting in a yoga pose, with like their legs crossed over. Okay, you could just like see the energy flowing through their body. In essence, you could see like the shape of a triangle like around the body. Okay, um, yeah. So chi is the Chinese term for the natural energy that flows through the body and the universe, and for prana is Sanskrit for the vital life force that sustains all living beings. All right. Now, source. Source is going to be the origin point of creation. It is the point. This is where we refer to as God, the Most High, okay, the universe, infinite wisdom or intelligence, whatever it is that it puts your mindset at the top, okay? Like we come from this, right? Uh, really, this is where individuality comes in. And really shows the essence of the universe and how it wants to be in tune with us. Just the simple fact that we have so many different ways to relate to God, the Most High, the Creator, the universe, Source, okay, is letting us know that it's like the universe wants to work with us. It's like, I'll meet you where you're at. You want to call me God, call me God. You want to call me the Most High, call me the Most High. Just call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what the universe is like. Tap in. It's saying, tap in, speak to me and I will speak back. I feel like literally that is a message from the universe. Take that today, you guys. Speak to me and I will speak back. All right. Um, there are many different stations to tune into, all right, energetically. To reach source, regardless of the name you go by or that you call. It's a frequency that you must be in tune with. It's not a name, it's a frequency, okay? God is a frequency. When it comes to code, this is going to be the DNA of the universe. Code is the DNA of the universe. It's the blueprint that is written in light and energy. And you may have heard of light language codes, when we talk like source code or whatever. Source code is where we're referring to the divine programming that governs our existence, all right? Energy has a language, it has a dialect. Energy is a language, a conversation that's ever flowing. It's always going, it's always happening around us, all right? Literally all the time. And that's not the only one. There's language of the mind, which is known as mentalese. It literally has a name, mentalese, okay? The language of the spirit, which is known as glossolalia, okay? That means speaking in tongues, all right? Which is the phenomenon of speaking in an unknown language, often in a religious context. Now, I find this super, super interesting because I've recently been tapping into this energy of learning your native tongue, speaking in your native tongue. And this speaking in tongues sounds to me like tapping into that on an energetic level, because they say when you speak in tongues, when people speak in tongues, or this glossolalia, it's a Greek term. um when people speak in tongues, they're tapping into a language that can't be identified, so say, so in that essence, you truly can be, or those people truly can be tapping into another language, right? They could be speaking in their mother's tongue. Okay, I find there could be something more there. um Okay. Yeah. Native tongue, mother tongue that people are tapping into. All right. It's like speaking to the ancestors, or realizing the ancestors are you. Okay. Like delivering this language to you, communicating through the body. Um, another language is literally the language of the body. Okay. This is known as nonverbal communication. body language, you've heard it, used as also kinesthetics. And there's even a language of the gaze, right? It's like, it's, y'all know the language of the gaze, all right? The eyes, for example, are known as the window to the soul. They don't say this shit for nothing, you guys. There's nothing, there's no coincidences. There's no coincidences. There's just information, all right? There's no coincidences. There's just information, all right? Behind the iris, there is a spirit. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning of this essay. There's a spirit. It's a sentient presence that has been with you since birth. It's that little part of yourself within that has never changed. It's always, it's like no matter how much things you go through, how mature you may become, um, you always have that little piece of yourself that makes you still feel like, I mean, yeah, I might be 33, but I still feel that sense of like when I was 8. Like I still have that little part of myself in me, like the same voice or the same thoughts, or not the same thoughts, I hope not, but you get what I'm saying. Like the same energy of yours that you've always had of yourself, the way that you, I don't want to say perceive, because that can change, but it's almost like you have to take time to think about it. And maybe you guys should take some time and think about what that is. What is that energy that's behind your eyes, right? Because you're not your eyes, you're not your iris, you're not the body because you're looking through your eyes, right? Take the time and really think on this. There's a piece of you inside your mind, inside your brain, that has always been you, no matter how much you've had to change, grow, evolve. Um, that part is still there. It's still in there. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. The window to the soul, or the soul. I'm hearing the seed of the soul. Um, yeah, it's the essence of you. All right. It's the part that is always speaking, always transmitting. That part of you is connected to source. It's the reason why we have dreams. It's the reason why, dreams can be so vivid sometimes, because our soul, our spirit, it literally never stops transmitting with the connection, with the source, with the stream. All right. And a lot of this is backed up in the scientific world. It's known as quantum mechanics. Okay, quantum mechanics has shown us that particles can communicate across vast distances. Now, this is the good part, y'all. This is the good part. All right, you wanted to eat this, the food. All right, quantum mechanics has shown us that particles can communicate across vast distances, like literally thousands of miles. Okay, thousands of miles. This is a phenomenon called quantum entanglement. Um, if particles can do this, why not souls? Why not energy? Are we not made up of these same particles? Okay, that's my question to you guys in the universe. So the energy field of consciousness and how to access and or unlock it. So how to access it? First of all, this might, don't be shocked, but it starts with belief. You have to believe, all right? It starts with your ability to believe. I mean, this is where things really get exciting, okay? They do, because to access your higher vibrations, the higher energy fields of consciousness, you have to believe. You have to want to know more. Didn't I literally just say that? The universe is saying, just ask me, speak to me, and I will speak back. So this is saying you have to believe, you have to want to know more. Once you have shown you want to know more, well, then you will start to know more. You will start to receive codes, downloads. Your eyes will start to open. You'll see things in different ways. Have you ever had an experience where, like, I never thought about it like that, or I'm seeing this a completely different way now? I think the easiest example is watching a movie. You might watch a movie one or two times and not really paying attention to it. You find yourself one evening sitting with a friend or by yourself. You watch that same movie again, and you see parts, you notice parts that you never noticed before, or things make sense. It clicks. It's like, oh shit. If I didn't know that, I wouldn't have known that, or I didn't even notice that last time, right? It's like that, okay? Um, Okay, and I'm not just talking about curiosity, I'm talking about imagination, all right? Imagination. Keep this in mind moving forward on your journey of self discovery, because imagination is your tool, it's your key to unlocking the doors of creation. Think about it like this: every major breakthrough in history starts with imagination. Great sages from ancient times, whether they hailed out of Egypt, Sumer, or India, they all use imagination to connect with divine knowledge. Okay, the Bible tells us, Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1, i.e., faith gives form and solidity to our hope. This is the magic of the universe. Faith gives form to our faith gives form and solidity to our hope. Okay, that's magic producing. All right, so engage your imagination. Get imaginative. All right, open yourself up to downloads. When you engage your imagination, you open yourself up to downloads, those flashes of insight, right? Those moments of knowing that feel like they came from somewhere else. It's like, I don't know, it just came to me. All right, like for instance, for me, before I knew much about spirituality, I used to see ideas, information, downloads. I was always around a lot of artists. So when you're around artists, they like to either be the first or breaking something out, like I did it first, or you know what I'm saying? Um, certain, certain mindsets or whatever. And I used to see it like, okay, you can have an idea and someone else can have an idea clearly. I saw it happen multiple times. Um, and you guys are both able to pull that idea down, and then it's about the execution, right? Who executes, and then how did that execution play out, and then given the execution of that idea, does it now fit in with the society and the system that you're a part of at that time? These are all the factors that are going to play into how widespread that idea gets out to the masses or whatever the case. But the thing that I always knew was these downloads seemed to be available for everyone. And I kind of saw it. I used to see it in my mind's eye. And this was before I practiced any of the stuff we're talking about here. I just, you know it innately inside. It's a seed that's buried inside of us, but there's so much other indoctrinations that we go through from childhood that kind of keep the mind foggy, that there has to be some clearing out. There has to be a sense of clearing of the fog, okay, in order for you to really truly understand and be intentional with the energy. But the energy is always there. It doesn't go away. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred, all right? So the more you learn, especially about energy transfer, transmutation, things like that, the more powerful you'll be. Like, real fucking deal, yo. But how I used to see it was like 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 these things floating in front of me, and you can like pick it, like you could pick the idea. Like music, I was seeing music notes on a staff, and like you could pick the music notes. Like I don't play music or sing or anything like that, but I used to see that, like you could pick the music notes right off of the staff, um knowledge, information, downloads. I see them as a bookcase, like a big old giant library, and it's like they're books, and if I want, I can pull the book down. If you want, you could pull the book down, find the information. Then that requires you to do some active energy work, right? So you have an idea, and then now you have to go in search of the energy that backs it up, because it's out there. You have to discover it or work on some type of inventions. Okay. um, when it comes to energy as communication, you don't have to be face to face to communicate. You don't. All right. You don't have to be face to face to communicate. The internet already taught us that. The internet has literally already taught us that. The fact, I'm on the internet right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, but this goes deeper. Your energy can connect with someone across the room, across a city, even the world. And it's my belief that the ancients understood this long before technology came about, okay? Um, which, in my opinion, it means that they really figured out that we are the tech, right? We are the technology, and nature is as well, you know. But we'll dig into that a little bit more later. Okay, so for instance, like the Sumerians, they spoke of celestial beings that were transmitting knowledge from the stars. The Vedas, they describe this concept of akasha, which is the etheric plane, your aura, your prana, your chi, right? The subtle energy field that surrounds the body, right? um, they believe that this is where all of the information was stored and shared. Okay, so like I said before, science is even catching up. Okay, science is trying to get in on it. We talked before about quantum mechanics. Studies on brainwave synchronization, y'all. Studies on brainwave synchronizations show that two people can align their thoughts without speaking. All right. Um, the Heart Math Institute has found that the heart emits an electromagnetic field that influences others around you. You ever been like, damn, something just feels different with them? I felt their energy. Or here's a popular saying, I feel the love, okay? If you feel the love, you literally can feel it. That's why it's important to not tune out your intuition, because we do really feel things, because we actually have magnetic fields. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel it. There's a card that comes up in my tarot that says, I felt you long before you arrived. This is what we're talking about here, okay? This is what we're talking about here. Um, this brainwave synchronization is a study you guys can look up. This is backing up telepathic communication, all right? So, ask yourself, what energy are you sending out right now? What messages are you transmitting without saying a word? Okay, let's talk about solar flares. All right, solar flares, vibrations. Okay, so we are in the midst of like a solar flare. I don't know if it's called a storm at this point, but we have a lot of solar flares going on right now. Last year, this next year, okay? It's just the energetic shift that we're going through at this time. Um, so your energy is, it's like a ripple. Think of it like a ripple effect. Like, okay, it like ripples out, or it can ripple out. So like imagine throwing a pebble into a pond. When you throw a pebble into a pond, it's going to create this ripple that goes outwards, right? Literally affecting everything that it touches. That's this that's the same way how energy is. I don't know if I said that. You know, I kind of have my notes a little mixed up. But energy is like you throwing that pebble into the lake, into the pond, and how it will ripple out. That's how energy is. One thing happens, and the energy is going to expand out and literally expand into everything around it, everything that it touches. Now, when we talk about solar flares, these are waves of energy, okay, that travel from the sun to the earth. It's my personal belief that the flares are encoded with messages, okay? Call them light codes, all right? Um, These flares that hit Earth and begin to influence the magnetic fields, which we already classified as your aura, all right? These flares, they hit the Earth and they influence magnetic fields, which we already classified as our auras, okay? Because you, and that's why I said it's important to know these key terms, these key concepts, because you will get the information, but you have to like plug it in, right? It's like understanding a word because you know its breakdown. Like we had that one word glossolalia. That's Greek. It has two different words to break down in order to see exactly what does this word mean, right? It's exactly like that, all right? So yeah, these solar flares are affecting the magnetic fields, which would be our auras. They're sending messages, which I would call light codes, all right? And how do I know this? Okay, listen, this is what they say happens when solar flares hit the earth, okay? um, these flares hit the earth and they begin to influence magnetic fields, electronics, even our moods. Now, why and how would your mood be affected by some solar flare hitting the earth? You're being affected because you're getting transmissions, all right? This is, to me, the physical effect of receiving these transmission codes from the sun. It affects your mood. It changes something in you because you've gotten a transmission. Your code has changed, something's changed. You have to adjust at this time, okay? So, this is the same way your energy radiates outwards. Remember this, the higher your vibration, whether it be joyful, peaceful, or grateful, the farther your energy can reach. Think about your energy as a signal, okay? And yourself as a tower. The stronger your frequency, the more you attract others that resonate with it. Now, we talked about imagination. Imagination leads and lends us into creation. Creation is your canvas. And if creation is your canvas, then you are the creator, okay? Every thought, every intention, every action you take is a part of your masterpiece. And let's not miss out on master and piece, right? Master your piece, but you also are a masterpiece and a part of something way greater, right? Everything that you do is creating some type of ripple out, right? So every thought, my loves, every intention, every action you take is a part of your masterpiece. And again, I'll say every thought, every intention, every action you take will help you master peace. So be cognizant what you're doing and why you're doing it. How much energy you put into things, and when to go, when to stop. All right. So the question is, what are you creating, my love? What are you creating? Are you painting a life filled with love, connection, and purpose? Or are you stuck in the shadows of fear and doubt? The ancient Egyptians, they believed in the power of monuments to amplify the human energy, the human experience. Okay, pyramids were more than tombs, if they even were tombs. Okay, I'm not an Egyptologist, but there's a lot more to those pyramids than what was originally put into the textbooks. And luckily, with the internet, you're able to tap in and gain that information to make yourself more knowledgeable. You Okay, yeah, they were tools for transmitting and receiving divine light. All right. The pyramids were more than tombs, they were tools for transmitting and receiving divine light. In the same way, you have the power to amplify your energy. Okay. Create something extraordinary. Um, yeah. I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you take away anything from this essay, this conversation, it's this: energy speaks. It does. Energy speaks. It's a conversation with the universe, a divine dialogue with source. And when you align with higher frequencies, when you embrace imagination and creation, you unlock codes to your greatest potential. All right. What reality will you create? What source code will you script into the universe? As always, and with everything, the choice is yours. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for um, engaging and entertaining these thoughts with me. It was very enjoyable. These are, like I said, these are just some thoughts that I've been pondering, and I wanted to put that out there. If you have thoughts or ideas, let me know. All right. Each one, teach one. Yeah, you're saying. You guys have a beautiful day. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.